Hi, today we're going to be making an Asian dish which is called brown rice with sizzling chicken and vegetables. So it's another flavor from around the world. And this is going to be an Asian flair, so we're going to have lots of fresh vegetables in it. So the thing we start out with as we're cooking, we will need some brown rice and 3 tablespoons of some soy sauce, some water, a tablespoon of honey. We will also need a little cornstarch for thickener, and some oil that we'll be taking our garlic and putting our garlic in, and then our chicken. And then we will be needing 16 ounces of cubed chicken, as well as a couple cloves of garlic, a small onion, some carrots that are peeled and sliced thin, broccoli, floweret, and a medium bell pepper. So what we're going to start out with, I have already taken on a wok or on a skillet, whatever you've got, put a couple tablespoons of oil and 2 cloves of garlic, and I've put that in there and let that saute. As that sautés and turns brown, then you will add your chicken, about 16 ounces of cubed chicken, and fry that in your oil. And then what you'll do, and that's about 5 to 6 minutes on each side. So then we will add our onion, and I've already cut up my veggies. So I've got my onion, pepper, and carrots. You can see this is so colorful of the rainbow. So into the chicken, I'm going to put the onion first and put that into the center of the skillet. So it warms up, and then I will put that for a couple minutes, and then I will add the other vegetables. So I'll go get that, and we can see what that looks like. So here's my chicken that has been frying. I'm going to move that to the outside. And I'm going to add my onion into this, of course. My hands have been washed about 6 times. So I'm adding my onion to the center. Got a couple of my veggies, other veggies in there, which that's no problem. I'm going to return that to the stove. Give that a couple minutes for the onion to absorb some of the garlic and to soften up a little bit. Then we will add the rest of the vegetables, our carrots, broccoli, and peppers, and we'll put those in the center as well, kind of moving the meats to the outside because they are already cooked, until they're just slightly softened. We don't want to overcook them. Asians put it so it's more al dente so we can taste them. Americans, sometimes we overcook them, and as we overcook them, some of the nutrients cook out. So we don't want to overcook them. We want them to be just warm enough, maybe even a little bite to them, and not make them mushy. That we sometimes tend to do that. And then while we're letting that cook, I have in a small bowl, I have put in 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of water, a tablespoon of honey, and a tablespoon of cornstarch. This is going to be poured over everything once it's just kind of tender, so that it's going to make a little bit of a broth and bring it all together, so it's going to taste amazing. So let me go get my onions. Okay, those have cooked slightly. I'm going to move those kind of to the outside, so I've kind of got a ring, chicken on the outside of the ring. And now I'm going to add my carrots. And I'm going to add, and I probably could have even used a bigger skillet than this. I'm going to use my peppers in there, and some of my broccoli. Okay, sticking that all, isn't that gorgeous? That's just so many colors of the rainbow. That's going to go in back to the stovetop for about 4 to 5 more minutes, so that it's going to be able to cook. And we're going to let that all soften up a little bit and take its shape. I've also already taken my brown rice and cooked that. We need about 3 cups of it. So you'll probably start out with, if you're using rice individually, about 1.5 cups, because rice will double. So don't measure out 3 cups. It's 1.5 cups that will become 3 cups. It expands, so sometimes we don't think it looks like very much, and then it ends to be such a big pot of rice. So this is about 3 cups of brown rice. Of course, you could use white rice. Brown rice is always going to be healthier for us. So that's already done up and ready to go for us to put everything in it. Because we have this Asian dish and we have so many colorful vegetables into it, we've added so many vitamin A and vitamin C nutrients into it. And the brown rice is going to have a lot of the fiber and the carbohydrates that we need. Of course, the chicken's going to be the protein, and it's just going to be a very healthy meal. So all we are missing is a dairy and a fruit, and that would be easy to add as some people put some cheese into this, or you can drink some cheese or have some yogurt and serve this with maybe some grapes. And boy, would you have a colorful and healthy meal. So let me go back, and I'm going to stir around my vegetables, and then I'm going to add the soy sauce with the honey. Again, it was 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of water, a tablespoon of honey, and a tablespoon of cornstarch. That's going to thicken it up and just give it that Asian flair that we have. So this is going to be added next. What's nice about this meal is you could make this big batch up. Many people say that they're too busy during the week and they don't have time to eat healthy. What's nice about this can be made on a weekend or an evening, and then you could serve it as a meal, and you could also make a bigger batch, and you could put it in small containers that you could warm up for lunches or for another meal at another time. And it may freeze a little bit, but they may soften up a little bit as they freeze, but this is a great meal that you can make up so you could have it, so you've got ready-made lunches that are healthy for you. So again, this is a great flavor for around the world, and it is called the Asian brown rice with sizzling chicken and vegetables. And it makes about 4 servings if you make it the size that we had. So I will go show you what it looks like, and we'll pour it over to our brown rice and enjoy. If you had smell-o-vision, you could tell how wonderful it was. So then it would just be served over your brown rice on your plate with your family. And look how beautiful. So enjoy this wonderful, nutritious meal from an Asian country.